Welcome, Scorpio, to your weekly love reading for July 30th to August the 5th of 2018. So, we're going to look into what's going on with you. So, I definitely feel that many of you, maybe recently, as recently as last weekend or the week prior, some of you were going through maybe a transformation of your own where you were trying to find your own happiness because you had to. You had to kind of get out there, purposely try to have fun, to do different things because of someone else kind of being maybe detached in some way. Maybe that's something that you truly needed because you have been dealing with something very tense. I mean, emotional issue. It could have been a health issue for some of you out there, and I feel like you could have had some events that you may have been going to, socializing, even kind of trying to mesh well with a romantic partner or love interest that was a friend. All right, for some of you out there, and I feel maybe as you move into this week, there could be some disappointment. So say for instance you were around your love interest or romantic partner, but some things did kind of sour because, say, intoxication. So intoxication, I was going to say, and I feel like, yeah, you have a good time, you party, and then things kind of get dry because you disconnect from that particular person, you're not around them any longer. Then you face reality. So it's like you're spoiled, things don't work out because of the need and desire to make certain plans. A big decision through maybe traveling or relocating with your partner. Your goals could be misaligned. All right, some of you might be focused on emotions. The other person may be focused on something else, maybe even in the past, and a lot of that energy needs to be maybe combined or even transmuted where both of you on the same page, but that might not be happening. I feel like the person that you could be dealing with could be hiding things from you, whether it's overdoing it when it comes to maybe drinking, other things that they might be hiding that might not be the healthiest for them. They could be doing these things, and little do you know it, it's really affecting a relationship, and this could be part of what you might be giving into if you were to be honest with yourself. Certain things need to change, I feel, and I feel that part of what they are, the obstacles that they run into, yes, a delayed source of gratification between you two. You're not completely happy because you might not be together, because they might still have some older energy and lingering doubts or conflict with someone that they've dealt with from the past. And if that's the case, I feel that many of you are still needing to keep your boundaries. All right, kind of disconnect. Don't continue to go over the same thing over and over again. It tells you, kind of maybe keep a low profile. You don't have to completely hoard your emotions. You don't have to hold everything in. You can express yourself. Try to find ways to vent in a creative way, but don't, run to a source of intoxication that can cause a lot of anxiety and things that that you've experienced in the past that you don't want to experience again. A lot of time the full moon energy can bring these things out. If you drink or do heavy drugs or anything like that, it could have a big effect on you. So be careful of being punished by something that you don't need to be punished by. So I feel that you might be jumping to conclusions. You might feel that you need to kind of emotionally kind of pull back right now, but I feel it might just be necessary because you don't want to open up and express yourself again to somebody who might even be ignoring you or still dealing with someone else. So you might feel like, hey, they're an energy vampire, so to speak. So it tells you to keep a low profile. When you feel the time is right to really express how you feel, you might not need to do it any longer because you may have already done so. Now it's the other, it's time for the other person to express those things. That could be coming through in both ways, you see. So I feel like part of what needs to happen this week is everyone needs to get real with themselves. What truly needs to change in order for you to come together with your romantic partner? Is it material wealth? Is it health matters? Is it legal matters, going through a divorce, separation, focusing on your own happiness first and then allowing someone else to come in? How do you truly feel about yourself or your circumstances and how that person has treated you? Sometimes it's a revolving door with the past, and then afraid of a new beginning with the future, so you may feel like you are stuck in a comfort zone. So be careful. I feel like there are some things that you need to change and the other person needs to change, and they're trying to do that secretly. They're focusing on some health things that could be going on. And I feel like that's what intuitively you may know that, you may even see it. You two may have spoken about it. If not, you might get intuition might tell you about these things and the other drama that could be going on with their past, you know, those kind of issues. So try to enjoy yourself this week. Try to have a good time. A lot of you are still pending and thinking about a certain decision, and you're thinking about it. You're thinking about what you experienced maybe in the past, the recent past, when I was saying that you may have been, some of you, a lot of you may have been having fun with your partner, maybe around them, with other friends. And I feel like this could be a moon sign, rising sign, or ascendant. It just depends here. But it's like yeah, you think about, yeah, that was a good time I had, you know, I want more of that. So whether it was not you were around someone else, but that experience maybe gave you something to think about, and times that you spend with somebody that you really can't get closer to right now because you're still dealing with some things that need to be, you know, dismissed. So I feel like part of that self-love, you know that you may have a deep soul connection with somebody, and a part of going through this is really getting to know them and getting to know yourself even more. So keep that in mind as you go throughout the week. All right, tons of love, lots of light to you, tons of healing vibes. I wish you the best. You can always go to the website psychicloveheals.com to schedule something for you. Have a good one.